with you, and no problems at all on the weather front as we get ready for this match. I'm Derek Ray on the commentary gantry, and sharing duties with me today, Stuart Robson. And everyone here on tenterhooks, you'd have to say with good reason, it's RB Leipzig versus Nottingham Forest.
Thanks, Derek. Well, this should be a decent game today. Both managers will have a game plan. Both teams have a certain style of play, and both sides will want to start quickly. I'm looking forward to this.
Di Marco, Beckham. Nedved. De Paul. Yapstam. Hamšík. Zanetti. Now with Messi. On to Hamšík. Tielemans. Oh, and the decision is penalty. A big chance for them to take the lead here. This to could be, and a goal! He was composure personified, and he's done his job from the spot.
Well, as you can see, this is a wonderful strike. He makes the perfect connection, and he has so much pace on it. It's a great goal.
And the ball is moving again. Will there be a quick response from Leipzig following that concession? There needs to be. Rodrigo de Paul. And the referee takes exception to the challenge. Free kick. Well, I think he'll be a bit cross with himself based on that free kick. Not the execution he was looking for. Bobby Moore. Zanetti. Perfectly positioned to take it away. Tielemans. Element of risk there, but he's won the ball. Bobby Moore. Di Marco. Nedved. Good run, very much in control of the situation. Great vision to switch the play. They've given it away. Ukoko. De Paul. And 1 minute of stoppage time has been added on. Chance for the leveller. And a goal! Real excitement here, the equaliser.
Well, I have to say, this is a really good goal. Just look how well balanced he is. He knows he's going to be under pressure, but he shows great composure to hit the target.
So underway again, following the goal that made things level. And so it is, the first half story has been written. Underway then in the second half. And the two teams matching each other just about stride for stride. Di Marco, Beckham. Well, they keep working away, looking for an opening. And the danger's still on. Well, they can't quite take advantage in the end. De Jong. In with a chance. Can they put it away? And a free kick awarded by the referee. So a personnel change then. Nedved. And into the last 30 minutes now. Ronald Koeman. And on to Alexander-Arnold. It's with Ødegaard. Thuram. And there to intervene. Del Piero. Messi. Martin Ødegaard. Mendy. A very effective challenge put in. Beckham. Just 15 minutes remaining. Marcus Thuram. High quality defending. Alessandro Del Piero. On to Messi. Well, you can see how fiercely they're concentrating on finding a winner. And a goal! This is why we adore this game. Late drama, and now they're in front.
Well, here's the replay, and it all starts off with that cross into the box, just begging for a teammate to get on the end of it. And from there, he never looked like missing. That's a lovely goal.
What a big moment in the dying embers. Will it prove decisive here? Well, no time to waste. Can they find an equaliser? But really sticking to their task defensively. If you're wondering about stoppage, so that will be all for this game. And a bad day at the office for Leipzig, you've got to say. What did you think of their overall performance?
Well, Derek, it was a hard-fought contest, which neither side completely dominated, but the result will certainly hurt them. They need to bounce back next time out.
Hello, it's great to be with you, and I don't think anybody is going to complain, especially about the weather. My name's Derek Ray, and delighted to have alongside me, as usual on these occasions, Stuart Robson. And with the atmosphere really building up nicely, we should be in for a terrific contest. It's Arsenal facing RB Leipzig.
Thanks, Derek. Well, often we talk about the tactics, the individual players that are missing, but so often it's the mentality of the players that is...
Opportunity it is! Well, the keeper had to intervene, under a bit of pressure there. Count. Now Zidane. And a goal! Not wasting much time today. They strike first.
Well, here it is again. He's alive to the situation. He makes good contact with the ball and he keeps it down. That's a nice headed goal.
And the ball is moving again. So having conceded, let's find out if Leipzig can flick a switch and come up with a goal of their own. Setelah. Great opportunity. Martin Ødegaard, Marcus Thuram. And promising stuff from Arsenal. Setelah. Mendy. Aloiran now. Well, spot on with that challenge. Genuine chance. Well, denied by the keeper, but really he only has himself to blame. So almost at the halfway mark, and Leipzig facing a deficit in this one. Stuart, what have you made of their performance so far?
Well, they've not had quite enough purpose to their attacking play so far. It's all been a bit too predictable. But in the second half, if they can get more support to their strikers and play with greater intensity, they can certainly turn this around.
Real chance. Oh, a great chance it was. Goalkeeper has it. Well, the managers will now deliver their half-time team talks. We're at the end of 45 minutes in this game. And the ball is moving again. Work to do for Leipzig in this second half. Alexander-Arnold. Marcus Thuram. No panic, just passing. Mendy. Count. De Paul. Williams. Clean challenge. Ginola. Leipzig with the ball again. 30 minutes left for play. Zinedine Zidane. David Ginola. Zidane on the ball. On to Maicon. De Paul. And that's an important intervention. But not a great challenge. Free kick here. Zinedine Zidane. Al-Owairan. Martin Ødegaard. De Paul. Youssoufa Moukoko. And the referee blows the whistle. It is a free kick. Superb defensive judgment to end the attack.
Well, these Arsenal fans have been brilliant. Just listen to them. Surely this will inspire the players to hold on here. What a noise.
And we've entered the final 5 minutes. De Jong. Well, late in the game here, they know what they need, and that's an equaliser. And credit is due for that good piece of defending. De Count. Ginola! And there goes the final whistle. The referee brings this match to an end, and it's not a happy story as far as Leipzig are concerned. A defeat for them. Your assessment?
Well, Derek, it was a poor result, but it was a really tight contest. Both sides had their chances, could have gone either way, but in the end...
Hello and welcome, and I can tell you it was a dry walk to the gantry today. No rain in sight. I'm Derek Ray, and my commentary partner, as always, is Stuart Robson. And if this game lives up to its billing, we're in for a riveting occasion. It's St Johnstone, and they take on RB Leipzig.
Well, thanks, Derek, as always. The scene is set, two good teams, a great playing surface, and a vibrant atmosphere. It has all the ingredients for a really exciting game.
Attacking possibilities for Leipzig. Well, nothing comes of it. It looked promising. David Beckham. Thuram. And support available. Must take the lead here. And a goal! They start as they mean to continue. They make the opening statement. And Leipzig get us moving again. A quick reply required after the disappointment of conceding. Top-class defending. Müller. Is this the moment? Not out of the woods yet. And a goal! Cause for celebrations again. 2 in front.
Let's see this again, because the delivery into the box couldn't be any better. Played into just the right area, but he's still got so much work to do. Just look at the strength he shows to hold off the defender and still get his shot away. That's a really good finish.
That's effective pressure, high up the pitch. And the keeper in position to grab hold of it. Alphonso Davies. It's with McTominay. Gerd Müller. Now with Azar. Azar with others to team up with, but it fizzles out thanks to that piece of defending. Youssoufa Moukoko. Fairly easy for the referee to spot that deflection. So now a throw in. Rafinha. It's with McTominay. Müller. Well, they stopped them in their tracks. So 1 minute of stoppage time. That's what the officials have said. A chance then for the respective managers to address their charges. It is half-time here. And back underway. There can be no denying it. A big gulf between the sides in the first half. Will we see a response from Leipzig in the second? Excellent assessment of the situation at the back. Rafinha. Scott McTominay. Here's Rafinha. And in the perfect position to read it. Frankie de Jong. Moukoko. Marcus Thuram. And giving the ball away. Müller. Moving into the advanced position. And both hands on it. Good goalkeeping. Martin Ødegaard. Well, giving the ball away. Marcus Thuram. Müller. Leipzig doing well to regain possession here. Marcus Thuram. Oh, they couldn't keep it. De Paul. Hazard. Thuram. Now with Müller. And now their turn to have the ball. Losing possession here. Not long to go now, and things looking bleak for Leipzig.
Well, they've been second best, that's for sure, and the main problem has been in midfield, where they've been overrun at times. They just haven't been able to get enough possession. It's not been a good performance today.
And there goes the final whistle. The referee brings this match to an end, and it's not a happy story as far as Leipzig are concerned. A defeat for them. Your assessment?
Well, Derek, I thought it was a subpar performance from them. Just didn't look as sharp as normal, and I don't think they deserved anything from the game. They need to get a better performance.
Welcome everyone on a perfect night for football with the floodlights beaming down. I'm Derek Ray, and with me here on the commentary box is Stuart Robson. And every reason to believe we're in for an entertaining match here. It's Real Madrid versus RB Leipzig.
Well, Derek, we can talk about coaches and their methods, but it's now down to the players. Which ones are going to stand out, who will affect the game, and who will have the greater desire? It should be a cracking game, though.
Youssoufa Moukoko. Frankie de Jong. Now with Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold. Really vital interception. Rodrigo. And Bellingham. Here's Mbappe. Must take the lead here. Well, the bar can be the goalkeeper's best friend. Youssoufa Moukoko. Rudiger. Valverde is with Vinicius Junior. Mbappe. Vinicius Junior. Can they get themselves in front here? And it's come off the keeper. Can he find the right pass? Well, now he's let that run out of play, and it will be a throw in here. Frankie de Jong. Onto Thuram. Youssoufa Moukoko. Valverde. Mendy has it. Federico Valverde. Alexander-Arnold. Marcus Thuram. Valverde. Bellingham. Rodrigo. Just the challenge that was required. Youssoufa Moukoko. Marcus Thuram. And that's a straightforward stop. That is that for the first half here. Underway then in the second half. And the two teams matching each other just about stride for stride. Martin Ødegaard. Onto Thuram. And he's broken free. And it's there for him. And Leipzig with the ball again. Valverde. And unable to pick out a teammate. And that'll be a throw. Federico Valverde. And Bellingham. Nicely timed tackle. After the foul, a chance to contemplate what is next. And perhaps a goal from this free kick. And the free kick not far off at all.
Well, that was struck so well. I actually think he'll be disappointed he didn't score there. That's how good a player he is.
Well-timed tackle. Moukoko. And Real Madrid have the ball again. Youssoufa Moukoko. Vinicius Junior. Just 15 minutes remaining. Well, credit to him for the challenge, and a throw-in conceded. Well, Real Madrid are going to make the change now. At this late stage, Real Madrid doing everything in their power to grab a winner. Oh, they've done it! They've forged ahead, and it might be the goal that gives them victory. Well, a dramatic moment near the end, and that might well be the decider. Vinicius Junior. It's a splendid run by Mbappe. Toni Kroos. And 3 minutes will be added on for stoppages. Oh, good defending. So that will be all for this game. And a bad day at the office for Leipzig, you've got to say. What did you think of their overall performance?
Yes, Derek, it was a tight game between two very good sides, but they lost concentration late on, and it's cost them dearly. They'll need to get over that quickly.
Hello and welcome, and I can tell you it was a dry walk to the gantry today, no rain in sight. I'm Derek Ray in the commentary position, and alongside me is the former Arsenal and West Ham midfield player Stuart Robson. And if this game lives up to its billing, we're in for a riveting occasion. It's Chelsea facing RB Leipzig.
Well, thanks, Derek. The best coach I played under would always...
In with a chance! Can they put it away? Well, threat averted. Martin Ødegaard. Marcus Thuram. Moukoko. Oh, what an opportunity! Terrific save. Emphasis on the clearance, a good one. Ludovic Giuli. He has teammates around him. A fine reading of the situation. Julie. Martin Ødegaard. De Jong. Mukoko. Oh, foul play, says the referee. And cleared away by Zidane. And he's in. Well, he gave us a go with power, but he might be having second thoughts about that now.
Well, as you said, he's gone for power, but he's not even close in the end.
Ludovic Giuli. Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. Youssoufa Moukoko might be able to produce from this position, and he's made headway. Superb defensive judgment to end the attack. And Leipzig in a position of menace, but the danger averted for now. Well, the electronic board showing 1 additional minute. Might be able to get in behind the defence. Well, not the best clearance. And so it is, the first half story has been written. So back underway here into the second half. And the pass not quite accurate enough. And a throw in then. Vincent Kompany. Well, he was in the right place to intercept. A routine save. Williams. Zinedine Zidane. Perfect challenge. Frimpong. And a Chelsea throw-in coming up here. And so 30 minutes left for play in this one. Well, he's given us away. He's in here. And a goal to open the scoring. No wonder they're celebrating. It'll be interesting to see whether or not Chelsea can articulate an appropriate reply. Well, he almost nodded that one in. Rodrigo de Paul. De Paul. Youssoufa Moukoko. Martin Ødegaard. Defensive Brazilians to shut them down. Julie.
Well, these Chelsea fans are doing everything they can to get their team back into this. But can they find that moment of inspiration to get an equaliser? They'll probably get one more big chance before the end.
That's a well-struck pass. And just 5 minutes remaining. Effective challenge. Thuram. And there it is, the final whistle. The referee brings this game to an end, and a story of positivity for Leipzig.
Well, Derek, it was a really tight game, but they were the better side over the 90 minutes, and they fully deserved their victory today.
Jika sama kan cepat sendiri. Iya dong, bahannya sama-sama asli. Prosesnya juga sama.
Hello, it's great to be with you, and no problems at all on the weather front as we get ready for this match. I'm Derek Ray, ready here in the commentary position, and alongside me is the former Arsenal, West Ham and Coventry midfielder, Stuart Robson. And if this game lives up to its billing, we're in for a riveting occasion. It is Manchester United, and they take on RB Leipzig.
Thanks, Derek. Well, often we talk about the tactics, the individual players that are missing, but so often it's the mentality of the players that is key to winning any football game. Which of these teams has the right attitude today is the big question.
Manchester United recovering possession well. Leao. Can he finish? Del Piero. Tenacious tackling. Excellent defending there. Youssoufa Moukoko. Leipzig pushing forward with options available. Rafinha. Martin Odegaard. Youssoufa Moukoko. Touré. Rafael Leao. On the ball, Rafael Leao. Del Piero. Can they forge ahead? And there it is, the opening goal, 1-0, and they'll feel they deserve it. And Leipzig get us moving again. A quick reply required after the disappointment of conceding. Thuram. And no-nonsense defensive clearance. Manchester United have lost the ball. And the ball back with United. Moukoko. United have it once again. Well, couldn't find a teammate, unfortunately. And a throw-in to come. Ronald Koeman. Now with Alexander-Arnold. And 1 minute of stoppage time has been added on. And there it is, the half-time whistle. And underway again with Leipzig hoping to find a route back into the game. Moukoko. Chance here. Tremendously strong in the tackle. Rafael Leao. It's with Del Piero. It's going to be United's free kick. Touré. Youssoufa Moukoko. Moukoko. De Paul. A very timely interception. Youssoufa Moukoko. Martin Odegaard. He read the situation defensively and did his job. Just 20 minutes remaining now. Good move in the making from Leipzig. And credit is due for that good piece of defending. Martin Odegaard. And he has options available. This could square the game. And the flag has gone up, just when he looked ready to pounce, perhaps.
Well, he was just too static in the end, which is a shame because that was a dangerous situation. Well, these United fans are doing everything to get their team over the line here, but can they see it through?
Good work from Leipzig to win it back. And it's United's turn now. Yaya Touré. Wonderful chance. Oh, it's in! And that might be the goal that clinches it for them. No looking back now, surely. So that will be all for this game, and a bad day at the office for Leipzig, you've got to say. What did you think of their overall performance?
Well, Derek, I thought it was a subpar performance from them. Just didn't look as sharp as normal, and I don't think they deserved anything from the game. They need to get a better performance in next time out.
Hello, it's great to be with you, and I don't think anybody is going to complain, especially about the weather. I'm Derek Ray, your match commentator, and alongside providing all the tactical analysis is Stuart Robson. And no question, this ought to be a game that gets pulses racing. It is Liverpool versus RB Leipzig.
Thanks, Derek, as always. This should be a good game. Great atmosphere inside the stadium. We've got two teams full of quality, some interesting matchups, and two coaches that want to play an attractive brand of football. What more could you ask for?
And a goal it is! No long wait for the opener today. And the ball is moving again, so having conceded, let's find out if Leipzig can flick a switch and come up with a goal of their own. Stam, Arnau Martinez, Dembele on the ball. Well, making considerable progress with the ball. Kim. Mukau, really getting stuck in. Well, the referee wasn't going to let that go. Lewandowski, Dembele, Mendy, and the emphasis is on creativity. Thuram. Oh, magnificent from the keeper, fantastic stop. And it's a goal, level again. What a match this is turning out to be.
Well, as we can see again, this is such a good cross from Mendy, and it ends up with a fairly simple finish. Certainly not much the goalkeeper can do about that.
So in business once more, on the back of that very important equaliser. 1-1. De Jong. Marcus Thuram. Defensive Brazilians to shut them down. Dembele. This is Robert Lewandowski. Thuram, and unable to keep possession. Koeman. Martin Ødegaard. Onto De Jong. Mukau. Well, the electronic board showing one additional minute. And the managers will now deliver their half-time team talks. We're at the end of 45 minutes in this game. Well, underway once more, and it's going to be fascinating to see what developments occur in this second half. Ronald Koeman. Now with Alexander-Arnold. Possession ceded by Leipzig. De Paul. Now Son. Rodrigo De Paul. Dembele. This is Robert Lewandowski. Looking for that final pass, looking for the goal. Must take the lead here. And it's in! They're back in front. Stunning scenes here.
Well, let's take another look, and I'm not sure what the keeper was thinking there. Just look at his position. He made it far too easy for him to score.
Well, as they kick off again, 2-1 the current state of affairs. Seko Fofana. Alexander-Arnold. Mukoko. De Paul. De Jong. Just 20 minutes remaining now. Splendid defending, and it needed to be. Marcus Thuram. Seko Fofana. Well, doesn't have to do it on his own. But a good piece of defending to bring it to an end. Martin Ødegaard. Rodrigo de Paul. Thuram. Martinez. Joao Cancelo. Well, not far away from hearing the full-time whistle. And Leipzig know they've got to up the level of their performance.
Well, it's been a tight match, but they haven't done quite enough.
Lewandowski, in it goes to increase their advantage. And will that be the goal that ends up securing it for them?
Well, here's another look, and you can see what a good finish this is. He holds off the defender brilliantly and keeps his composure. That's a great goal.
So that will be all for this game, and a bad day at the office for Leipzig, you've got to say. What did you think of their overall performance?
You're absolutely right, Derek. They really struggled to get to grips with the game. They always seem second to the ball, and then just a few mistakes at the back, and it's cost them. Poor performance all round.
Hello, it's great to be with you, and I don't think anybody is going to complain, especially about the weather. I'm your match commentator, Derek Ray, and my partner, ready to bring you all the analysis and technical talk, is Stuart Robson. And we can't wait for this one to start, with justifiable cause. It's Venezia facing RB Leipzig.
Well, as is always the case, both teams will look to control the centre of the pitch. Whichever can do that will dominate possession and probably the game. This is going to be key, I think, today.
Nakata on attacking possibilities. Valverde, chances on, and a goal to open the scoring. A very bright start to this one. So underway again here, 1-0 the score. Frankie de Jong. It did look on for them, but not to be. Well, very effective play in possession. Opportunity! Oh, it's in! A 2-goal cushion now, and the lead fully merited. So back underway with the lead standing at 2-0. Mukoko. Kim. Mendy has it. Not a successful intervention, winning the ball back. And the keeper with the ball. Maicon. Joelinton. Pau Victor. Benjamin Šeško. Determined defending. But not a great challenge. Free kick here. Well, the free kick fired too close to the goalkeeper. Hansko. Valverde. Nakata. Šeško. Frankie de Jong. Thuram. Youssoufa Moukoko. Moukoko. Disappointing for Leipzig to give it away like that. Martin Ødegaard. A chance then for the respective managers to address their charges. It is half-time here. And off and running again. There was a real gulf in class in the first 45. Will we see an improved effort from Leipzig in the second? David Hansko. Grimaldo. Valverde. Pau Victor. Benjamin Šeško. Well, the attacking options appear plentiful. Well, good use of the ball. Frankie de Jong. De Paul. Mukoko. Hidetoshi Nakata. Pau Victor. Good tackle. Leipzig have possession again. Thuram. Real chance. Well, it might still work out for them. Youssoufa Moukoko. Victor. 20 minutes to go. De Paul. Thuram. Could reduce the deficit. Still could be dangerous. Well, you can't really head them any better than that. But the goalkeeper was up to the task. And it's gone behind for the corner. Very quick thinking there. Victor. Joelinton. Pau Victor. De Paul. Alexander-Arnold. But it comes down to the final 5 minutes. Valverde. Joelinton. Benjamin Šeško. Pau Victor. Valverde. So that will be all for this game, and a bad day at the office for Leipzig, you've got to say. What did you think of their overall performance?
You're absolutely right, Derek. They really struggled to get to grips with the game. They always seem second to the ball, and then just a few mistakes at the back, and it's cost them.
Hello, it's great to be with you, and I don't think anybody is going to complain, especially about the weather. I'm Derek Ray, and sitting next to me with his tactics charts at the ready is Stuart Robson. And no question, this ought to be a game that gets pulses racing. It is Juventus versus RB Leipzig.
Well, both teams know they need to start the game well here, try to dominate the midfield area and get their creative players on the ball. This should be an interesting game, I think.
Excellent assessment of the situation at the back. Frankie de Jong, Marcus Thuram. Now look at this, they might be able to cash in here. Henry. So can they forge ahead? A goal in the early stages. Precisely what they had been planning.
Well, here it is again, and what a good build-up this is. Quick, incisive passing, clever movement, and all done at pace, which led to a simple finish. That's a real joy to watch.
Mukoko. On to de Jong. Well, made it look routine, but read it well. Bale. Danger averted for now. Very alert defending to cut off the supply. Marcus Thuram. It's with Ødegaard. And it's a goal! Level again! What a match this is turning out to be!
Well, here's the replay, and what a well-delivered cross this is. Perfectly placed, which makes it a fairly simple finish in the end. It's a really good goal.